Okay, today I want to talk to you about all the different functions on your Instant Pot. You're not going to see my face so that we can focus on these buttons. When you have your Instant Pot ready to go, it's going to say off. It's going to read off. And depending on the model that you have, you're going to have a variety of functions. Soup, meat, beans, poultry, rice, multigrain, porridge, steam, yogurt maybe, saute, slow cook, and then pressure, which is going to adjust your pressure from high to low, adjust, which is what you're going to press when you want to adjust the pressure, timer, that is when you want to set your timer to cook later. So if you wanted to cook rice and set it for like 3 hours later, you could do that. And manual. These buttons are really overwhelming, and really they're just Instant Pot's predetermined functions. So if you hit poultry, yours might say 8 minutes. Mine says 5 right now because I had adjusted it at some time. Well, 5 minutes may work for a very small chicken breast, but it's certainly not going to work for a whole chicken. So it's not like you can press poultry every time you have chicken in there and expect perfect tender meat. Beans, 25 minutes. That works for black beans. It doesn't work for chickpeas. And so again, these are just preset buttons. I always default to hitting my manual button. High pressure, if I wanted low pressure, I would hit pressure and I would adjust it to low. High pressure, again, most often we're going to be cooking on high pressure. And then to adjust the time, you would just hit plus or minus accordingly. If your Instant Pot does not say manual, it might say cook time. Now, the other buttons on here, saute. What saute will do is it defaults to 30 minutes, and once it comes on, it's going to say high. You could see that it was beeping at me that I was taking the lid off. But saute, you're going to have the lid off, and it's going to come on, and then it'll take it a minute, and when it's ready to go, it'll say hot. And that means that your Instant Pot has preheated and you're ready to saute onions, peppers, beef, whatever you want. So saute is a completely different function than manual. We're not using high or low pressure. We're just heating the bottom up just as we would on an electric burner. Yogurt is a completely different function than all these other functions. Yogurt is predetermined to boil and to set like for 8 hours, 10 hours to incubate yogurt. And I'll walk you through how to cook yogurt, how to use your yogurt button to make homemade yogurt. If you don't have the yogurt button on your Instant Pot, it will be hard, not impossible, but hard to make yogurt inside your Instant Pot. The other button that you might want to push is the timer button. The timer button will help you, like I said, set your cook time to be in the future. Obviously, you don't want to use this with raw meat, as you don't want your raw meat sitting out at room temperature for very long. But it's great to do for baked potatoes, rice, beans, things of that nature. Something I love to do is to make my oatmeal up the night before and then set the timer for 8 hours ahead so that when I wake up, my oatmeal is just warm and waiting for me. And how I would do that, let's pretend there's oatmeal in here, or rice or beans or whatever. I would set my temperature just like I like. So for manual, let's pretend it's oatmeal. I do, for my old-fashioned oats, 8 minutes. Then I would hit the timer button and I would adjust this. I want it 9 hours ahead. And if you ever make a mistake on your time, you just hit the keep warm cancel button. So cancel would turn it to off. If you hit it again, it would go to 10, which is just a default for keep warm. So it would keep anything in your Instant Pot warm up to 10 hours.